All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and well, I've decided to create an abomination of a map today. It's really bad, and trust me when I say that. Okay, and it follows all the must have equal population, must be contiguous, that sort of thing. But every other rule I've pretty much just thrown out the window for this map. I wanted to see how bad it would get. So, for example, the 15, as you can see, is actually contiguous, even though it doesn't look it. Um, El Paso's the only one that's compact, really, other than maybe the 38th here. The 27th, other than you'll see. The 5th isn't actually bad. The 5th looks reasonable. The 6th looks reasonable. There are a few districts in here that look reasonable, but other than that, they're really bad. And like I said, they are all actually contiguous. If you look here, use the Rio Grande River. Oh, crap. Okay, whatever. Well, that's the problem with the way the blocks are done. But I did actually check to see that they were contiguous. But I apparently missed some things. Whatever. I don't really care about that stuff because it's all basically just uninhabited. And this took a long time to do. So if we switch it to partisan lean, it's extremely red. Now I haven't actually checked any of the other data sets yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion that there are a lot of maps where in some of the more recent data sets, it becomes a lot less red. There's only 4 Democratic districts in the whole thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, nope, it's districts down there. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. So, as you can see, I basically just violated every rule. President 2020, I suspect it's not as bad as I thought. Those got more competitive. You have San Antonio being at, so it's 5 now, 6, and everything else has stayed the same, stayed red. So I'd say that's a map that actually holds. And if we remember, the state, the Senate and state legislative races in Texas tend to be more Republican than presidential elections. Flip it back to senator, yeah. But this just goes to show that the Republicans actually did make some progress in the Rio Grande Valley as well, even in the Senate map. Go to Senator 2018. This is the one that I suspect is going to break it. And it does. But I think I can still count the districts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 out of 38. So actually very similar to the current map. Except there's a lot more competitive ground. And then we get to see the exact opposite effect looking at the presidential, or not presidential, gubernatorial, but obviously there's some areas that are just too heavily Democratic. They're not going to flip attorney general. more competitive. But as you can see, overall, I think this map surprisingly holds. I mean, there's definitely this president, no, lieutenant governor. Switched to president in 2016. It holds. So overall, yes, yeah. And that Senate 2014 Republican wave year in a very Republican state. Yeah, that doesn't actually shock me. How Governor 2014, not that much more competitive. So yeah. So if we go from governor and senator in 2014 to senator just to a Senate election just 4 years later, we can see the state going from very red to still red, but not nearly as such. And the 2020 presidential election, which I think some people would have expected to turn that map very blue, a lot more blue than it did. I mean, that's it's pretty decent. So I think the composite overall kind of shows just where Texas is right now. So yeah, pretty overall. I think I've created and just be glad Texas didn't put out a map like this. Though I think there's definitely a lot of cleaning up I could do with some of these borders. It's overall worse. Um, I didn't realize that was a. Oh, whoops. But yeah, overall, it's a map. But it definitely definitely does its what it's intended. Also unintentional. I feel like a weatherman right now having. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope y'all enjoy your Christmas and also New Year. If I don't get to recording next week, have a lovely evening, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.